Hey everybody, it's Fun Around and my name is Jordan, and this video will be for Wednesday's slate of games. Luka couldn't make it here. He's a little nervous about this Cavaliers Thunder game, so maybe he'll show up if the Cavaliers can get a win. But just like the last video, I'm going to break down each game, give some player props, suggestions based off matchups, not based off the line. There will be a pinned comment if I see a line that I like that I will put in the pinned comment. Later on in the day, after the lines do come out, we do have the lines for the Cavaliers and the Thunder game. Everything is pretty juiced, but I'll talk about that when I get to it. So the first game on this slate will be the Bulls at the Pacers. The previous time they played this year, the Pacers won 132 to 123, so a lot of points to potentially go around here. Tyrese Halliburton is questionable, but he does have a very solid matchup here against the Bulls, who give up the fourth most points to the point guard position and the most assists to the point guard position. Last time they played, he had 23 points and 8 assists. The last 5 games, he's averaging 25 points and 9 assists. So I know he was on a bunch of people's ban list. He's been playing really well lately. This might be a game where you could take him off if he is able to play. If he doesn't play, obviously you're going to look at someone like TJ McConnell. And then on the other side of things, this matchup isn't great, but historically, Zach LaVine has played really great against the Pacers. Pacers do give up the 21st most points to the small forward position, but Zach LaVine does move back and forth from the small forward position, and then a small lineup he'll be playing at the power forward position, so the 3 and 4 is kind of interchangeable. He has played really good against them historically, so he had 32 points against them earlier this year. He's averaging 33 points versus the Pacers in the last 4 meetings, and then the last 5 games he's averaging 30.5 points. So if his line comes out in the mid to low 20s, definitely like Zach LaVine in this matchup. So 2 guys to look out for. This next game will be the Wizards, who will be on a back-to-back on the road against a fresh Sixers team. Joel Embiid is already ruled out. Paul George is already ruled out. Jordan Poole did not play in this first game on the back-to-back, so maybe he does play on the tail end of the back-to-back. So guys to look out for are going to obviously be Tyrese Maxey. The Wizards give the most points to the point guard position, so his line is going to be super high, so keep an eye out for that. But some sleepers to look out for who played in the last game with Joel Embiid out, who played really well, was Kelly Oubre, who shot 9 for 18, so I really like that volume. He scored 26 points and had 11 rebounds. And then Gershon Yabusele also went 5 for 12, had 14 points and 10 rebounds. So Andre Drummond may be out as well, so that's why a lot of rebounds could be going around to these smaller guys with Drummond and Joel Embiid out. So just 2 sleepers there in this Washington matchup. And then before I get into a deep dive of this Thunder and Cavaliers game, if you could, please like the video. If you haven't, please subscribe to the channel. If you have a little bit of extra time, could you leave a comment for the algorithm? You can tell me who you think is going to win, Thunder, Cavaliers. Obviously, you know, I'm going to be pulling for the Cavaliers. If I had to take a pick, I would take their spread, but I'm not going to, be biased and put that in the video. I think I just did. But anyway, also, if you want to get away from Prizepicks, get away from a lot of their flat lines and stuff like that, and get things with more dynamic payouts, more options, try out Underdog Fantasy, Sleeper, ParlayPlay, ChalkBoard, or BETR. BETR will do a match up to $200. The rest up to $100. Links are in the description. That'll take you there with the promo code. Promo code's fine around 11. So Thunder, Cavaliers. The Thunder are 30-5, Cavaliers 31-4. 2 very close matchup teams. The Thunder are known now for their perimeter defense. They will not have Alex Caruso, which is going to hurt. Obviously, Chet Holmgren is not going to be playing. The Cavaliers have been almost perfect at home, losing just 1 game at home. The perimeter defense is going to be tough for the Cavaliers because they do kind of play with their guards inside and out. Donovan Mitchell and Garland, they do like to attack a lot. That opens up things for Evan Mobley and Jared Allen, a lot of alley-oop dunks. a lot of that stuff. But the Cavaliers can play with their bigs and through their bigs. On the other side of things with the Thunder, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander obviously is the leader of the squad. Isaiah Hartenstein has been playing very well at the center position. Cavaliers are tough against centers except for rebounds. So a matchup to look out for. I'm not completely decided on his line yet is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. His line is at 31.5 points. I feel like this may come down because this is just the first sports book to bring it out. If it's at 30.5, I may put it in a pinned comment and take it, but the Cavaliers do give up the third most points to the point guard position. So he has scored 35, 34, and 43 in the last 3 games against the Cavaliers. So he has hit this line. And he needs to show up for the Thunder to win this game. On the other side of things, for the Thunder, they give up a lot of rebounds. And I've noticed that even with the WNBA, the Connecticut Sun gave up a lot of rebounds because they played really good defense. They forced a lot of missed shots and gave up a lot of offensive rebounds. So it just tends to happen when you're making your opponent miss shots. So with the Cavaliers, when it comes to picking players, scoring points, it's kind of, like take your guess. It could be Evan Mobley's night. It could be Garland. It could be Donovan Mitchell. They're very hard to bet on. So I'm not going to take any of those guys right now. I don't like where all their lines are at. They're very tough to pick. But there is one pick that I did find. I feel like the line is juiced a little too high, and it's Jalen Williams, and I like him under 21.5 points at -125. The Cavaliers give up the 9th least points to the power forward position where they have him slotted at. And obviously he's going, Isaiah Hartenstein will be with Jared Allen, and then he's going to have Evan Mobley on him. The Cavaliers do switch a lot. So he's not going to have like a mismatch with Evan Mobley where he's going to be taking him off the dribble or anything like that. They're going to get a lot of switches and get the matchups that they want, but that's more going to be Shai Gilgeous-Alexander trying to get his matchups, preferably on someone like Garland. But he has gone under in 8 straight games in 12 of the last 13 games. So I don't know why this line is so high in such a tough matchup. That could be a low scoring game, even though the Cavs have been playing at a very fast pace. And historically, he has gone under in all 4 games he has played against Cleveland. His high is 17 points against them. So I feel like this line is just a little too high at 21.5 points. This probably will get bumped down. So that's Jalen Williams under 21.5 points. And on to the next one, the Pistons at the Nets. I know that sounds really fun. The Nets have a lot of key injuries that we need to look out for. There's not many great matchups for the Pistons. And then on the other side of things, we don't really know about the Nets. So I don't have anything for the Pistons in the Nets at the moment. Then we have the Raptors at the Knicks. RJ Barrett versus his old team. He does have a good matchup. They give up the 5th most points to the small forward position. He just came back from injury. He got 25 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists. Very good stat line coming out on injury. He played New York twice this year. He had 23 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, and then he had a 38 and 4 in Toronto. So played very well against them. So keep an eye out for his points line and then maybe the other stat categories. Karl Anthony Towns is questionable for the Knicks. Last time they played, he scored 31 points and OG Anunoby scored 31 points. I doubt OG shoots 13 for 15 again. But Karl Anthony Towns, if he is out, then you could take a look at guys like Mikal Bridges, who historically hasn't played great against Toronto, but he does have a good matchup. So waiting on Karl Anthony Towns' status for that one, because he did crush them pretty badly last game. And then this might be your fireworks game. The Portland Trailblazers at the Pelicans, who will be on a back-to-back. It looks like Zion Williamson will be making his debut on Tuesday night. Jeremy Grant has already been ruled out. Denny Avdia is questionable. So the guy to look out for is Anthony Simons. Pelicans give up the 7th most points to the point guard position where they have him slotted at. He scored 24 points against them earlier this year. And then really early in the year, he played them in a back-to-back games. He scored 27 and 24 against them. So keep an eye out for Anthony Simons. Last 5 games, he's averaging 27 points and also averaging 7 assists if you want to take a look at that. On the other side of things, DeJounte Murray is questionable. The Blazers give up the second most points to the point guard position and the fourth most assists. He averaged 21 points and 9 assists against them last year when he was with the Hawks. In the last 5 games, he's averaging 13 points, so not great there, but 9.5 assists. So keep an eye out for his assist line here against the Blazers. And then another guy that popped up with matchups is DeAndre Ayton. The Pelicans give up the 6th most points to the center position and the most rebounds. He's averaging 15 points and 13 rebounds in 3 games versus the Pelicans this year. And then his last 10 games, he's averaging 14.5 points and 11.5 rebounds. So points, rebounds could be a good look for DeAndre Ayton. Will be the Clippers at the Nuggets. The Nuggets will be on a back-to-back. I don't know if Jokic is going to play against the Celtics. He just popped up on the injury report. But I do like Zubac's rebounds against the Nuggets. I believe I took him rebounds, assists last time around because he does get a lot of assists against the Nuggets. Nuggets give up the 4th most rebounds to the center position and the most assists overall. So this season versus Denver, he's averaging 12 rebounds and 4.5 assists. And over the last 10 games, he's averaging 14 rebounds and 3 assists. So keep an eye out for a rebounds assist line of, let's say, 15.5 is what we would want, or 14.5. So keep an eye out on that. And if Jokic is out, that would help even more. But he could be playing on the back end of this back-to-back for them. And then obviously Kawhi Leonard, minutes restriction, looks like he's playing around 20 minutes. They could come out and say that minutes restriction has been lifted. I'm not sure if they're going to lift it after just 2 games, but they could extend it a little bit longer. So another thing to look out for and keep an eye out on. And then this final game is going to be on ESPN, Spurs versus the Bucks. I couldn't find any matchups that I really liked. Wemby on national TV last time around, we saw him on Christmas, chucked up a bunch of threes, took a lot of shots. So you could keep an eye out for his 3-pointers made. Last game around, he made his 3-pointers, but he did not hit his points. So he's going to be chucking up a bunch of threes. But that's just something I'm going to keep an eye out for those lines. So check the pin comment for plays. I hope you all do well. And if you'd like to discuss lines further, I have a Discord link is in the description. You can hop on in there. Conversation will be going on all day long about NBA, NFL, college football, all that good stuff. It's free. You don't have to pay anything. And then as far as a recap goes, I'm actually filming a lot earlier. Doing the matchups helps me film a lot earlier, so I don't have to stay up until 1 in the morning making a video. But I did see PJ Washington was pulled early and missed his first quarter points by 1 point. So that one sucked, but it looks like Amen Thompson is going to get his double-double in pretty much the first half. So it looks like that one's going to hit as well. So I'll recap that all in the next video. I'm going to get this edited and get it out to you. I hope you all do well. Like I said, God bless you. It's fine around. My name is Jordan. I will catch you on the next one. Bye.